Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andrew, and welcome on back to Leo Gaming. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I am having a fantastic day, and we are flying on in to our Verdant County with a little bit of a transition here. We're going to be doing a little bit of some time-lapse work in this episode. Kind of does make sense since the actual video itself is a little bit shorter than that of the last few episodes. But we are going to be working on a brand new area over here. And this area, I gotta say, is going to be really interesting. I want to quickly point out that this area was intended to be what I would like to call a farmland area. So I was wanting to put some specialized industry over here with that patch of agricultural land and try and develop it from there. Next thing I know is that as soon as I get done building up everything, I end up having to change my plans a little bit, and the two areas that we're going to have right alongside the highway are going to be changed completely. One is going to be a residential area, which I'm working on right now, and then the other is a industrial area, which is on the other side of the exit ramp, which you can see right there off to the right. I do have to take out a loan for this because I don't have enough money, and then at one point, this time lapse is actually going to cut, and you're going to see a jump in the population a little bit. Because right now we have about 1,500 population, and that's going to jump to about 1,800 in a matter of a minute or two. And the reason for that is I needed to go ahead and get that so that way we can get the highway roads. I want to get the highway roads, and we were really, really close to that milestone, and I figured the best way to go and do that is to go ahead and implement some more residential. And what I end up doing, and this is where I go ahead and build up that second area that's similar to the opposite side, but I end up deleting a little bit of that area. You guys will see that here in a few minutes. Now, I know that this looks very grid-like for now, but I do have plans to go ahead and change it up a bit. I do also create this bridge out the back. I'm not going to spoil what that's going to be used for, but you'll have to wait till the next episode for that bridge and what's that going to be used. But in terms of me actually building up over here, I wanted to go ahead and make this look a little bit, not really organic, but more so different. Because I wanted to see a better layout than what my previous attempts have been. And I really wanted to go with the whole idea that, hey, maybe this is the type of off-ramp. This is the type of area that you would expect to have a dense population near. Now, here's where I skipped and jumped ahead to 1,800 population, and this is where I started some work with the highway roads. I also decided to do a little bit of detail work with this part of the time lapse because I really wanted to go ahead and do a little bit of detail alongside of producing the actual road layout for this second area, or for this area in general. And I do want to quickly mention that right before I started recording this episode, I did go ahead and post the second episode save file on the Steam Workshop. So if you guys want to check that out, definitely go take a look at episode 2, and you will be able to find a save file link there. That, or you can just search on the actual Steam Workshop, search in the save game section, and search Verdant County EP2, standing for episode 2. And I do want to quickly mention that I wanted this video to be a little bit shorter because I'm actually in the process of working on a video that will be releasing later this week. Yes, I do have a few productions that I'm still working on. And those productions, I kind of can't talk about them because there's a little bit of some humming and hawing going on. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about them. I do. But based on the contract that I have with these videos, and yes, it does have a contract associated with them, I'm not allowed to say anything about the videos in other videos, if that makes sense. But that will be releasing on Wednesday, and most likely another one of those will be releasing on Thursday. So you guys are getting a total of 4 videos this week. This episode, the 2 episodes that are going to be releasing on Wednesday and Thursday, or not episodes, but more so videos, that is. And then the episode 4 releasing on Friday. So there is that. Right here, I'm just doing a little bit of smooth work, so that way we can go and get some smooth curves going along. And I'm trying to figure out if I want to have a power plant over here. And I end up going with a coal power plant for now, because I figured that would be the best alternative for power. And right here, I was just being very persnickety about how I wanted these electricity. I'm forgetting the name now. Power lines. I wanted. I wasn't too sure how I wanted these power lines to look, so I decided to go ahead and have them follow along the freeway road. And right here, I'm just working on the upper area of our new area over here. And so I do end up going and putting this into the form of into the form of a district, which I think I start here in just a minute or two. In fact, yeah, I start right now. So this is where I work on a little bit of district. And I really wanted to focus on getting this district, a few different districts. So we got the district that I'm working on right now, which is going to be named Victoria Heights. By the way, if you guys want to suggest a name for this, for any of these districts, please do go and let me know down in the comment section. I also say the same exact thing in the actual time, in the actual real time. And I really would like to see your guys' suggestions for these areas. So this area right off to the left side, I make a little industrial area just so that way we can connect up that power line with the power plant. And then I pop in a few bits of commercial over here. And then over on the opposite side, over here in Victoria Heights, I go and get a little bit of a power line put in place with a bit of residential. I wanted to go ahead and do this so that way we get a little bit of close by residents to the actual industrial area. Plus, we also wanted to get the residential demand down a bit so that way we can get the industrial demand up to start building on the upper area. And I think this is where I need to go and work on a little bit of some miscellaneous stuff. And I go and get a clinic in, I get a fire station in, waiting a minute or two there. And then I was thinking about getting a police station in there, but I decided against it for now. And then I decided to upgrade the roads in Victoria area to be one of the after this point, I decided to go ahead and upgrade the roads to be network extensions, and we're into the real time. Okay, so with that time lapse now out of the way, I think it's time to go and do a little bit of a recap. I know that I possibly recapped this entire thing during the actual time lapse, for the voiceover part that is, but I wanted to go ahead and give a little bit more detail about what exactly I wanted to do. So in that time lapse, I wanted to go and get this new area started, primarily so that way we can get started with some bit of specialized industry. And because of the industry demand that we have going on right now, which is not too high, okay? But we do have a little bit of residential demand. We'll get that sorted out here pretty shortly. I did want to go ahead and get started with a new area. But then most likely I'll already describe that inside the time-lapse, so why am I repeating myself? And by the way, I'm actually recording this segment before I record the voiceover for the time-lapse. So, in case you guys are wondering why I'm repeating myself so much, that's why. Anyway, what I decided to do when you guys weren't watching a time-lapse is I decided to expand this area, and this was how we were able to get 1,800 population before getting the population over here in Victoria Heights. Which, in this series, by the way, I think I do want to go ahead and leave it to you guys to go and provide names for our new areas. Such as in Park District, or Park Heights over here, would need to get renamed. Victoria Heights would need to get renamed. Beechwood District, once when we start building in that area, then yeah, we'll go and rename it. But other than that, not at the moment. Anyway, it looks like everything is going pretty nicely here, and we actually are ending it off. I know this is a bit of a shorter episode because I don't normally do these type of episodes. Ending it off at about 2,400. And I think on that note, I think that I'm going to leave it there for today. And next episode, I'm gonna get started with that specialized industry over here in Beechwood. And yeah, we'll go and get that started. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Ciao for now.